Collie Training Journal Day 218, Collie Striking Drill for Beginners. Today's practice was based off of beginner curriculum from the Collie Center. If you haven't already, jump over there and check it out. Last night was one of those nights. I saw that unexpected message, a message of emergency and urgency from a family member. Now, before I get into that, it's kind of ironic that I have been focusing on managing my energy this week, working on collie striking energies, and talking about how important it is to manage your own energy in difficult situations, because last night was such a moment. It is so important for us to learn how to manage our energy so that when emergency situations come up that may or may not be life-threatening, that may or may not be major life-changing events, that may or may not affect somebody that you are close to, that you know very well how to manage yourself. When you hear about an emergency, about a family member, a close friend, a child, a parent, a spouse, anything like that, it can rock your world. It can knock you off balance and make you feel like you don't have control of what you're feeling. I am not talking about appropriate responses, especially in cases where a family member or close friend or acquaintance loses their life. I'm not talking about emotional responses that naturally come when we hear difficult news. What I am talking about is being aware enough about your energy, your emotions, your feelings, so that you can express them appropriately. Last night, when I saw the news about this family member and their child, it was quite alarming. And even though we are not very close, I care about this family member and I care about their child. It is such a situation of urgency that this family member's child underwent surgery this morning. Now, I don't want to go into the details out of respect for the family, and it's not my business to share. But the point that I want to make is how important it is to work on your emotional intelligence, to prepare for moments or times when you can't control the situation, but you can control how you contribute to the situation by managing your own energy. This is one of the things that I feel like has been talked about more at the Collie Center in-person trainings than perhaps a lot of other places that I've been that teach some kind of fighting. When you're working face-to-face with somebody, training in a martial art, especially with weapons that can become very painful on impact, a lot of emotions come out. People get angry, they get frustrated. You know, when you hurt somebody, even if it's unintentional with a weapon, it's painful. You can't help their responses if you have not practiced how to manage your energy under tension and under pressure. That is one of the things that is the most powerful, I believe, about in-person training with the Collie Center. you don't get the same impact. It's hard to train for something under a metaphor or hypothetical or out of a textbook, so to speak. You have to be in the situation to really push yourself. Muscles do not grow without resistance. Your emotional intelligence, your ability to manage your own energy will not strengthen and increase without putting it to the test. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.